Sweetheart, take a deep breath. Let your body soften, your shoulders relax, and your heart open gently. You are safe here. This is a space of love, of calm, of peace. Life has brought you here for a reason. You are ready to receive something beautiful today. A message that will remind you of the incredible power resting within you. There is a loving intelligence that flows through every part of life, through every cell of your body, through every moment you breathe. It has never left you. It has only been waiting for you to listen. So today, let's listen together. Not with the mind that worries, but with the heart that knows. So often, we look outside ourselves for signs, for answers, for something or someone to tell us that everything will be all right. We think that if only one more thing falls into place, one more job, one more relationship, one more achievement, then we'll finally feel complete. But the truth, my dear, is that the universe is already listening. It always has been. It's whispering to you right now. It's just that sometimes the noise of fear and doubt becomes so loud that we forget the quiet language of the soul. Today, we are going to return to that language, the language that the universe understands perfectly. When I speak of whispering a phrase, I am not talking about magic or superstition. I am talking about energy, about intention, about aligning yourself with the natural rhythm of life. Every thought you think, every word you speak is like a message you send to the universe. If your words are full of worry, life echoes worry back to you. If your words carry peace, love, and trust, then life reflects that peace right into your experiences. Words are powerful, precious things. They are not just sounds. They are vibrations that carry your beliefs into the fabric of creation. That is why today I want you to discover how one gentle phrase, spoken with awareness and love, can open doors where you once saw walls. You see, words are like seeds. When you plant a seed in rich soil and nurture it with sunlight and water, it must grow. It cannot help but grow. The same is true for your words. Each time you speak kindly to yourself, you plant a seed of love. Each time you whisper faith instead of fear, you plant a seed of abundance. You may not see the results right away, but under the surface, something beautiful is happening. Life is listening, rearranging, preparing, aligning circumstances to match the energy you send out. The question is not whether the universe listens. It always does. The real question is, what are you whispering to it? Many people don't realize that their words are often filled with resistance. We say, I want to be happy, but I'm not. Or, I want more money, but I never have enough. The words sound hopeful, but the energy behind them is full of lack. The universe responds to the energy, not the words. When we speak with faith, when we whisper love without doubt, life begins to move in harmony with that vibration. So today, let's learn how to speak with trust, with softness, with the power of belief. You don't need to shout at life. The universe doesn't need to be convinced. It needs to be invited, and the invitation is always gentle. Right now, wherever you are, take a moment to become still. Notice your breath, feel it flow in and out. That rhythm, that simple movement, is the rhythm of the universe moving through you. You are not separate from it. You are not disconnected from the flow of creation. You are an expression of it. When you whisper words of peace, those words carry the same creative energy that moves the stars. That is how powerful you are. The phrase we will explore soon is not about asking or begging. It is about aligning. It is about saying yes to life. The energy of words is not limited by time or space. You could whisper your phrase in the quiet of the night, and the vibration will ripple through the unseen layers of the universe. You could say it while cooking, while walking, while resting your head on the pillow, and life will listen. You don't have to know how it will happen. You don't have to see the path. You just need to know that the moment you align your words with love, you begin to magnetize all that belongs to you. The reward isn't in chasing, it's in allowing. When you learn to speak with love and faith, the universe rewards you not because you have done something extraordinary, but because you have returned to your natural state of trust. There is something I want you to feel deep in your heart. Every word you speak to yourself creates an echo in the universe. When you tell yourself, I am safe, life begins to shape itself around that truth. When you whisper, I am loved, opportunities and people appear that reflect that love. The more you speak in harmony with life, the more life responds in harmony with you. It's not a race. It's not about perfection. It's about presence, being aware of the energy behind your words. Sometimes people tell me they've been saying affirmations for weeks or months and nothing seems to happen. I always smile gently and say, darling, it is not the words that matter most. It's the belief behind them. You could say, I am prosperous 1,000 times, but if you whisper it with fear or disbelief, the vibration stays weak. But say it once with true faith, with your heart open, and you will feel the shift begin. This is why the whispering of the phrase is so important, not just saying it, but feeling it, breathing it, letting it move through you like music. Now let's go a little deeper. Everything in the universe is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your words, they are all frequencies. When you feel joy, you are vibrating at a high frequency. When you feel fear or lack, the vibration slows. The beautiful thing is, you can always raise your vibration through conscious speech. The phrase we will soon whisper together is one that lifts you instantly into harmony with the flow of abundance. It works because it changes the way you feel. And when you feel better, you attract better. That's the law of the heart. That's the language the universe speaks fluently. You might not realize it, but you have been communicating with life since the day you were born. Every thought you've ever had has been part of that conversation. The universe is like a mirror. It doesn't judge what you say. It simply reflects it back. If you tell it that you are struggling, it brings more struggle. If you tell it that you are supported, it sends you support. When you learn to whisper words of trust, you begin to notice how life rearranges itself around your energy. Suddenly people appear to help you. Unexpected blessings flow in, and doors open that you didn't even know existed. That is the power of your word aligned with faith. The phrase you will soon learn is a key that opens the door between your inner world and the outer one. It connects your heart to the heart of the universe. It's simple, gentle, and filled with love. Before we reach it, I want you to understand the foundation that gives it power, the energy of allowing. So many of us have been taught to struggle, to push, to try harder, but the real magic happens when we let go. When you stop fighting the current, you begin to float. Life was never meant to be a battle. It was meant to be a dance. This dance begins when you stop forcing and start allowing. When you whisper a phrase of trust, you are saying to the universe, I believe in your timing. I believe in your wisdom. I am open to receive. That's when miracles happen. They don't arrive through tension. They flow through ease. Allowing is the most beautiful form of strength because it shows that you know life loves you. You don't need to control what is already working in your favor. You only need to align with it. You might ask, how do I know if I am in a state of allowing? It's simple. When you feel peace instead of panic, when you can take a deep breath even in uncertainty, when your heart feels soft instead of heavy, you are allowing. That's the vibration that calls forth blessings. That's the energy that transforms desires into reality. The phrase you'll whisper becomes a doorway to this feeling. It brings you back to your natural state of peace and connection. So as we move closer to revealing this sacred phrase, know that you are preparing your energy. You are tuning yourself to the frequency of love. The words themselves are only part of the process. The feeling is what moves mountains. You are learning to whisper not from fear, but from knowing. Knowing that the universe is alive within you, working in your favor, responding to your openness. And soon we will whisper together a phrase so gentle, yet so powerful that it will remind you who you truly are. A beloved child of the universe, supported, guided, and deeply loved. But before we speak it, take one more slow breath. Feel how calm you are becoming. The energy within you is already shifting. You are opening, you are softening, you are aligning. The universe is listening. It always listens to the heart that whispers with love. My beautiful friend, let's go deeper now. You've begun to awaken that gentle awareness within, that knowing that life listens when you speak softly from the heart. You are beginning to remember your own creative power, and now we will walk into the sacred space of allowing. There is no rush here. There is no pressure. Every word you hear is a soft hand guiding you toward trust, peace, and the natural rhythm of the universe. Life does not hurry, yet everything unfolds perfectly in its divine order. When we speak about allowing, what we really mean is learning to stop fighting with life. So many have spent years pushing against what is, hoping to make things change through force, worry, or control. But the secret is this: life responds not to struggle, but to surrender. Allowing doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that what belongs to you will always find its way. It means knowing that every event, every delay, every detour is guiding you closer to what your soul is ready to receive. The energy of resistance is like holding your breath. Nothing can move. Allowing is exhaling, releasing, and letting the current carry you. Imagine your life as a river flowing gently toward the ocean of all possibilities. When you fight the flow, you tire yourself out. When you relax into it, you realize that the river already knows where it's going. That's the beauty of surrender. It's not about doing nothing. It's about doing things from a place of peace, not fear. Take a deep breath in. Feel your chest rise and fall. With each exhale, you are letting go of the old energy that says, I must figure it out. With each inhale, you invite in the soft power of trust, the understanding that life knows how to take care of itself through you. That is allowing. It's an inner permission slip that says, I no longer need to push. I am open to receive. And now, with this soft, open heart, you are ready for the sacred whisper, the phrase that aligns your whole being with the infinite intelligence of the universe. This phrase is not complex or fancy. It's simple because truth is always simple. When spoken with love, it brings you into harmony with the divine order of life. The phrase is this: everything is unfolding perfectly for me. Say it quietly to yourself. Whisper it with warmth. Feel it vibrate gently through your body. Everything is unfolding perfectly for me. This is not just a collection of words. It is a declaration of trust. When you whisper it, you are saying to the universe, I may not see the full picture, but I trust that it is beautiful. You are stepping out of fear and into flow. You are affirming that you no longer need to chase, control, or question every moment. You see, this phrase is like a key that unlocks peace in the middle of uncertainty. When you whisper it, you release the tightness in your chest, the tension in your thoughts. You remind yourself that life is not against you. It is working through you, for you. You begin to notice subtle signs, a call that comes at the right time, a message that soothes your heart, a door that opens just when you thought all were closed. This phrase opens the space for these miracles to appear. There is power in the softness of a whisper. You don't need to shout this phrase. The universe is not deaf. It doesn't respond to volume. It responds to vibration. Whisper it with sincerity, and that is enough. Speak it with the awareness that you are speaking directly to the energy of creation itself. When you say, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me," you are aligning with the flow that always knows what it's doing. There may be moments when your mind tries to argue. It may say, "But things are not perfect. How can I say this?" When that happens, take a breath and smile gently. You are not denying what you see. You are affirming what is being created beyond what you see. You are training your energy to trust the unseen. You are planting the seed of peace even in the soil of confusion. That's how miracles begin, not by forcing change, but by believing that change is already on its way. Now let's explore how and when to use this phrase. Think of it as a sacred companion throughout your day. When you wake up in the morning, before the world pulls your attention in many directions, whisper it softly. "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." Let those words set the tone of your day. They will carry you into a space of calm confidence. When you face challenges, instead of reacting with fear, pause and breathe. Whisper the phrase again. Let it remind you that even this moment has purpose. At night, before you drift into sleep, whisper it once more. Let your last thought of the day be one of trust. You might even place your hand on your heart and say, "I release all worry. Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." As you sleep, your subconscious mind will take these words and begin to reprogram itself. Your dreams will align with peace. Your body will rest deeply because it feels safe. You can also use this phrase in quiet moments during the day, while walking, while waiting, while cooking. Whisper it when you notice doubt creeping in. The more you say it, the more it becomes a natural rhythm in your mind. Eventually, even when you forget to speak it, your energy will be humming with its truth. You will begin to live it, not just say it. Some like to write it in their journals or place it on mirrors as a reminder. You might choose to whisper it while looking into your own eyes. This simple act of mirror work can transform you. When you look deeply at yourself and whisper with love, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me," you begin to heal old stories of mistrust. You begin to see that you have always been cared for, even in moments that seemed uncertain. The beauty of this practice is that it invites your body, mind, and spirit into harmony. Your body begins to relax because it senses safety. Your mind quiets because it no longer feels the need to control. And your spirit smiles because it recognizes truth. This is how healing happens, not through effort, but through allowing peace to rise naturally. You might wonder why whispering feels so special. It's because whispering connects you directly to your heart. When you whisper, your energy softens. You are not speaking from the surface. You are speaking from the soul. The body responds differently to gentle words. The nervous system calms, the heartbeat steadies, and the mind clears. That's why this phrase works on every level: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. Soon you will notice that you start to think differently. The phrase will begin to change the stories in your mind. Where you once said, "Nothing ever works out for me," you'll catch yourself saying, "It's all working out in ways I can't yet see." That's how transformation begins, with small shifts that become a new way of being. There is one more beautiful truth about this phrase. It doesn't just change how you see life. It changes how life responds to you. The universe, which is pure intelligence and love, begins to mirror that vibration. Suddenly, you find yourself at the right place at the right time. Synchronicities become common. People who uplift you appear. Opportunities flow with ease, and you realize it was never about luck. It was about alignment. So whenever life feels uncertain, whenever your heart trembles with doubt, whisper softly, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." Let those words wrap around you like a blanket of peace. Let them remind you that even when you cannot see the full picture, life sees it for you. It is guiding you toward growth, joy, and expansion. There will come a moment, perhaps soon, when you will look back and say, "Ah, that's why it happened that way." Until then, hold the phrase in your heart. Whisper it when you wake, when you walk, when you wait, and when you rest. Let it become the rhythm of your being. The more you whisper it, the more you will notice the universe whispering back, in signs, in blessings, in quiet moments of grace. Because when you trust life, life trusts you. When you love life, life loves you right back. And this beautiful exchange, this harmony between your heart and the universe, is the greatest reward of all. Everything, my dear, truly is unfolding perfectly for you. My dear one, now that you've begun to feel the gentle rhythm of this truth flowing through you, allow yourself to rest even more deeply in it. The words you whisper have awakened something inside you, a calm knowing that life is working with you, never against you. And as you continue to repeat your phrase, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me," you are opening yourself wider to the natural balance of body, mind, and spirit. You are stepping into harmony with the universe's magnificent intelligence, and every cell in your being begins to listen and respond. When we live from this space of peace, something miraculous happens within the body. The mind grows quieter, and the body begins to heal. Tension melts, breath deepens, and the heart begins to beat in a softer rhythm. Every organ, every muscle, every cell starts to echo the vibration of trust. You see, the body is always listening to your thoughts. When you speak words of comfort, it relaxes. When you speak with fear, it tightens. So imagine the power of whispering your sacred phrase each day. Your body receives it like a gentle lullaby. It begins to feel safe again, and when the body feels safe, it heals. This is not something you have to force. Healing is not about effort. It's about allowing your natural state of balance to return. You were never broken, only disconnected from the awareness of your own wholeness. Every kind word you speak to yourself reconnects you to that truth. The universe mirrors your inner peace in countless ways: a friendly smile, a warm sunrise, a sudden ease in your day. These are not coincidences. They are the universe responding to the frequency you now carry. As you continue whispering your phrase, you might notice small but powerful changes. Perhaps the way you handle stress feels lighter. Perhaps a problem that once seemed heavy now feels less personal. This is your vibration shifting. You are aligning with peace, and peace attracts peace. The mind-body connection is not a theory, it is a living truth. The more love you think, the more love you feel. The more you trust, the more life reflects that trust back to you. Let us move into a little practice together, one that opens the heart even more. Close your eyes if you can, and place your hand gently over your heart. Feel the warmth there. This is where your spirit lives. Now whisper softly, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." Pause and let the words sink in. Feel how your heartbeat steadies. Feel how your breathing slows. This is you aligning with the great intelligence of life. Do this as often as you wish, in moments of confusion, before sleep, when you wake. Let this phrase become your bridge to peace. If you love to write, you might begin journaling this experience. Write down the moments where life surprised you in kind and gentle ways. Write about how it felt to whisper these words during a hard day, and how something small yet meaningful shifted afterward. You are training your mind to look for evidence of the universe's love. And as you do, you'll find more and more of it everywhere you turn. You can also bring this practice into your daily living. When you sip your morning tea, whisper the phrase softly. As you walk outside, notice the beauty around you and let the words flow with your breath. When something doesn't go your way, instead of reacting in fear, pause and say, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." It will bring you back to center every time. You'll begin to move through life not as a victim of circumstances, but as a conscious co-creator with the universe. Over time, this phrase becomes more than words. It becomes a way of living. It will shift the very energy that surrounds you. People will feel it when they're near you. You'll notice that you attract gentle, kind, supportive souls because your vibration calls them forth. Even those who are not yet aware of their own light will begin to feel calmer in your presence. You will become a living reflection of peace, and that is one of the most beautiful gifts you can offer to the world. There is such power in consistency. Whisper your phrase not just when things feel good, but especially when life feels uncertain. In those moments, it becomes a lighthouse guiding you through the storm. You don't need to understand how everything will work out. You only need to stay open, soft, and trusting. The rest will take care of itself. The universe does not make mistakes, it makes masterpieces, and you, my dear, are one of them. When you begin to live in this state of harmony, you start noticing the signs that life is responding. Synchronicities become your companions, numbers, songs, or messages that appear at the perfect time. It is as though the universe is whispering back to you, "Yes, beloved one, I hear you." Keep trusting. You begin to feel held, supported, and guided, even in silence. This is what living in alignment feels like: effortless, peaceful, full of grace. Each time you whisper your phrase, you strengthen your connection to this higher rhythm. You build faith not as a concept, but as an experience. You start to understand that even challenges are blessings in disguise, stepping stones leading you toward more love, more growth, more awareness. And with this understanding comes deep gratitude. You realize that life has always been on your side, even when you couldn't see it. Gratitude is the highest vibration of all. When you live with it, the universe rushes to meet you halfway. So whisper your phrase with gratitude, not to make something happen, but to acknowledge that something beautiful is already happening. Whisper it as a thank you to life for loving you so much that it never gives up on you. Whisper it as a song of remembrance that you are never alone. Now, as we come to this beautiful space of stillness, I want you to feel how much lighter you are than when we began. Something within you has softened. Something has opened. The whisper that began as just a phrase has now become a heartbeat, a steady rhythm of trust between you and the universe. You are no longer searching outside yourself for signs. You are living as one. So let us close together with a final gentle breath. Inhale peace. Exhale release. Whisper with your heart, "Everything is unfolding perfectly for me." Feel those words move through your entire being. Feel their truth. You don't have to chase, you don't have to struggle, you don't have to fix anything. You are exactly where you need to be. The path before you is guided, the timing is divine, and the universe is always working in your favor. Life loves you. It always has. And as you continue to whisper your sacred phrase, that love will keep growing in your body, in your relationships, in your experiences, and in your heart. Let this be your daily practice, your prayer, your melody. Whisper it in joy, whisper it in faith, whisper it in moments of doubt, and watch as the universe whispers back to you with blessings beyond your imagination. Everything is unfolding perfectly for you, my dear one. always has been, always will be. You are loved, supported, and cherished by life itself. Trust this truth, carry it gently in your heart, and let your days unfold in grace. All is well in your world, and the universe delights in rewarding your faith with beauty, abundance, and endless love.